Bless up, bless down. There's a serious spiritual battle going on right now for the minds and the bodies of the people around the world. Spiritual warfare going on right now. Check this out.
There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Wow, within that span of just like 3 minutes, Terrence Howard, one of the influential actors of all times, is breaking it down. He has experience, so he's believable. I don't think he sit here and just fabricate and make this up. Look, he's had some very good key points. Essentially what's happening is he's saying that people cannot get over it at all. When you give up your manhood, you can't get over it. These people are now resorting to drugs, they're resorting to alcohol. You know what? Because guess what? They're trying to get onto those spirits because their manhood spirit was taken from them. That spirit of manhood was taken from them. So now they got to get addicted and get on some other type of drug or alcohol to try to give them, to brainwash their mind that everything is okay and try to think that's going to bring it back. Look, that's not going to bring back that spirit. That's going to cause more problems and bring more spirits to you so that you further and further spiral out of control. And what ends up happening is these people committing suicide. They spiral out of control every single time. The patterns are all over the place. Check out the news. It's all here. When you sacrifice your manhood for an opportunity, and again, we're talking about the entertainment industry. We're talking about through movies. We're talking about people that are in theater, people that are in the music industry, people that are in the arts. When you sacrifice your manhood for an opportunity, as the ancient text says, to this effect, to gain the whole world and to lose your soul. Now, take it from this perspective. Some people they know that that's the way to get into the industry. So they're willing to give up their manhood to get into the industry. Other people are duped. They sit here and, over the course of time, person's moving in on them. You're a man, you got another man approaching you, and you giving up your manhood, what you came into this earth with, the spirit of manhood, that testosterone, and gave up your spiritual energy of manhood. There's a consequence that comes with that. Again, that's like selling your soul. Selling your soul for an opportunity. Like Terrence says, it's gone forever. It's gone forever. And then there's a battle to try to get it back. You're in that warfare now. Once those people had that sensation, once they had just those thoughts, you can't erase that. They're in something now that's bigger than them. Understand, everything that we operate in is in the spiritual realm. People get so caught up, oh man, we in the bodies, we just skin, we're born. Look, key words, you were born. You were in fluid for 9 months, breathing in fluid, surviving in that fluid. When the water breaks, you come out. Don't you know there's a transition? There's a spiritual transition. We're not in water right now, this is air. We don't live in the ocean. We don't live in a lake. We're not like mermaids. We're here. That's spiritual. That's a spiritual transition. Umbilical cord cut. Spiritual transition. Everything is spiritual. See, when you walk in the spirit and you understand that it's like the Matrix now. See, when you walk in the spirit, you're out here just like Neo. You see all those codes. You see all the green codes. You see all the binary codes, 1, 0, 0, 0. You see those binary codes. But when you're walking in the flesh, you're oblivious to them. And you're missing out on certain markers. And now you got yourself in a situation where the manhood is gone, where the womanhood is gone. This is a consequence of the bigger, wealthier, the elite, funneling from high places, funneling these agendas down, even into cartoons, commercials, movies. When it's time to sell something, look at it. It's all there in plain sight for you. It's not hidden. Those people, more than likely, have suffered some type of consequence as a youth, as a kid, as something that's now brought them to this place to where now as a guy, you're no longer a man. No longer a man now. You sacrificed your spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is gone. Look at these people that's in the industry. Look, their manhood got them to a place because of their manhood. But then that manhood was taken, stripped, sold to become somebody else. I give that same example with Lil Nas X. I truly believe to this day, I watched that music video, Old Town Road. He looks and acts, the mannerisms are just like a guy. How is it that the music videos we're watching now, that we see now, it's like he sold himself. It's like they offered him such a big amount of money to play this character and play this role. Whether he was like that when he got that money and slowly just became that role, see, that's tough. What I'm saying in summary is, watch yourself, watch those around you that are in the industries. Are they selling themselves as a consequence to achieve something higher? And once they get there, they're still struggling and have a desire to get back to who they were. That's the thing. That's where the problem's coming in. You sacrificed, you sold your soul, someone stole your soul, but now you want to get back to who you were as a man. Now, if you're up there and you don't want to get back to who you were as a man, and you're not out here abusing drugs, abusing alcohol, or trying to seek other ways to get rid of this energy, this new energy that's on, this new spirit that's on you, hey, you go play your game. We're talking about people that have gained the whole world, but want to get back to that foundation of that manhood. Something to think about. Keep your eyes open. Bless up, bless down on Mastermind Statements. Fly a kite, be free, and keep winning.